Hello everyone, our project is Data Analytics for DHL Logistic Facilities. The project is worked for IBM Knowledge Thiran conducted by Tamil Nadu. Team ID is PNT2022 MID 01276. The presenters are K. Dhivakar, M. Charan, P. Gokul, R. Lingesan. We are going to look after a summary of IBM project based on data analytics for DHL Logistics. Our project is categorized to three models. They are dashboard, report and story. First we are going to see dashboard. Our dashboard is a visual display of all of our data. While it can be used in all kinds of different ways, its primary intention is to provide information at a glance. This page tells about the dashboard of our data analytics project. The dashboard tab 1 shows the line graph which compares the placement that is delivered, target and the source location. The color is differentiated with placement. The second tab shows the pie chart. The pie chart is compared with the city and the last pickup. That is the time and date. Now we want to go to the next tab. This is third tab in the dashboard which shows about the world map. This map shows the point of target and the source location region. It also shows about the state regions based on the latitude and longitude coordinates. Moving on to the fourth tab. This tab shows the visualization of decision tree and the radial chart. The decision tree shows the source location and the radial chart shows the target location, which is compared to the source location. Color varied by the source location. Moving on to the fifth tab. The fifth tab shows about the area graph which is compared with state by zip code and colored by source location. Now moving on to the sixth tab. This tab shows the visualization of stacked bar. The stacked bar shows the data of state with reference to the location type. Moving on to the next tab. The seventh tab shows the hierarchy bubble with reference to address match, status and the state. Moving on to the next tab. This tab shows the summary of data analytics of DHL Logistics. This tab shows the visualization of placement, census code, last pickup point, state, city and the match status. Moving on to the next module, report session will be summarized by Gokul. Attack.
A report is the second phase of the presentation. A report is a document that presents information in an organized format for a specific audience and purpose. Although the summarizes of the report may be delivered orally, completely reports are almost always in the form of written documents. The report consists of 4 segments. Each segment has 2 visualizations. The segment 1 of the report consists of line graph and the pie chart. Line graph shows the comparison of name by object. The pie chart shows the visualization of match status. Moving on to the next report. The second segment of the report consists of graph and donut chart. The graph represents the data comparison between the address and object ID. The donut chart represents the data with reference to city and geocode. Moving to the third segment of the report. It consists of a graph which represents data of state by object ID. The report also consists of a bubble chart which represents the zip code varied by geocode. The last and final segment of the report consists of a waterfall model and a clustered bar graph. The waterfall model consists of a data varied by census code and geocode. The clustered bar graph consists of an address varied by X and Y geocodes. Moving to the next module, story session will be summarized by Lingesan.
The story consists of 6 scenes. This is the intro page to our project. Moving on to the next scene. This page shows us the overview of the data of our project. It consists of object ID, city, state, match status, placement, census code, last pickup and the target location. Moving to the third scene of the story. This scene shows the visualization of the graph. This graph represents the placement and name of the client with reference to city and zip code. Moving on to the fourth scene. This is the visualization of the world map representing the longitude for the zip regions. This is the fifth scene which shows the visualization of the hierarchy bubble which has state hierarchy colored by name of the client and size of object ID. Now moving on to last scene of the story. This scene shows the visualization of the radial map with the context to zip code by object ID and feature ID colored by census code and the name of the. The conclusion will be delivered by Dhivakar.
We have come to the end of presentation. The purpose of the project are user create multiple analytical graph chart visualization. Using the analytical visualization, build the required dashboard. Saving and visualization the final dashboard in the IBM Cognos Analytics. To accomplish this, we have complete all the activity and task listed below. IBM Cloud account, log into Cognos Analytics, working with dataset, understanding the dataset, loading the dataset, data visualization chart. Under the data visualization chart, we have done the visualization of city-wise number of pickup mode, city-wise number of object service, state-wise number of cities where DHFL service are provided, total number of object IDs serviced by DHFL summarize card, zip code wise number of object serviced, location type filter, placement filter, match status filter, location type filter, top contributor countries, cities, geo map display. Thank you.